Welcome to Sri and Kira Live. As our world spins seemingly out of control, we are all experiencing time speeding up, chaos shifting to a new level, and a yearning to know the greater mysteries of the universe. What does it all mean? Visionary spiritual teachers and best-selling authors Sri Ram Kaur and Kira Raa explore these mysteries, offer live soul readings, and invite you to open up your mind, body, and spirit to the paradigms that are shifting. Bringing you fresh perspectives and timeless wisdom, here are Sri and Kira.
Welcome to Tosa Blue Mountain, and the family is expanding.
Isn't it though? I mean, do we have the most gorgeous background today? Look at this. We are live from our living room. And what's right behind us is our sacred altar, as you can tell by these four beautiful beings that are here with us right now in perfect balance, as the number 4 always offers to us. And so we're just going to really, as Sri and I say hello, today is about you. It's about claiming you. It's about saying yes. And so thank you for saying yes to being you and for being here right now. And along with Sri and I, we're going to ask each one of our guests to just say their name and maybe just a moment about why they're here at Tosa. Does that work?
Yeah, sounds great. Greet your family,
exactly.
the bigger family. Say
so
hi.
We're going to start right here.
All right, I'm Margarete from Germany, and I'm here to find out who I am.
Woohoo! All right. Well, namaste and welcome, aren't we all? I think we're all here to find out who we are we not? All right, here we are right in the middle.
Sidel, Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Woohoo! New Mexico!
USA. I've been hearing Sri and Kira for some years. Met them in New Mexico in one of the classes. I feel very connected in the lessons, the beauty, the incredible importance of what they're teaching. And really love and appreciate both of them a lot. I traveled far, and it's worth every second of my flight. I feel honored.
Oh, as do we, honey. Thank you. And today on this show, we're showing a film celebrating 18 years, and there's a lot of New Mexico in there. So I love that you're here holding that for all of us today. So how exciting that someone who was there is here right now. Look at those chances.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty amazing. Hey, and right here next to me, we all know who this amazing being is. Go ahead, amazing being.
I'm Masha Sigurdsson. I'm happy to be here today. I'm truly, truly honored to share with sacred space with that lovely group and with my gurus, Sri and Kira. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, my love. And Masha, thank you so much. Masha has come with so much light and presence. And remember, she is the host of Messages of Light right over there at onenesstalkradio.com. If you have not tuned into her show, why not? I really encourage you to do that. And so, Masha, we're so glad that you're here holding that energy. And right here, our beloved one, here we are. Hi.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm from New York. Last year on my birthday, I bought 2 dragonfly brush. And shortly after, I saw you guys pop up on my YouTube feed with the dragonfly. And I said,
Love it. I
are
love
they
it.
my people? And then I started watching your show, and the land called. That's why I'm here.
Wow, I lost my breath when you said that. The land called you so clearly. It was like a, like as you said
I felt it in all of my cells. I was like, I have to be there. The land is calling.
And look what's happened since you've known that and what you're here for. Because we are all here for it, are we not? And so we're going to invite you guys to go relax into your seats. They've been standing here in these wonderful positions, but it's like, go get comfy, right?
Oh, my dragonfly.
Oh,
Let's borrow that.
I love that. Love, love, love. Oh, that's beautiful, sweetheart. No, but I want to show everybody first, though. Look.
There's a nice
Is that so
dragonfly,
fabulous? That just came off of Sidel. So this has been Sidel's offering into our sacred container in this moment. Thank you. I love it. And thank you for sharing. And so, beloved ones, I know that we have a lot of you here from all over the world calling in over at onenesstalkradio.com. Hi, we love you guys. And of course, remember that Shri and I are going to start taking your questions as soon as you get into the queue. So this whole first half of the show, you get to let us know what have you ever wanted to ask us? What's been sitting in your head? And all of you sitting here, of course, can ask a question as well. But you know, what is that you have ever wanted to say? Hey, you know what? I'd like to know that, or I've always thought about this. You know, this is that moment. Because this week right now, this moment that we are in, as that soul sourcing energy is birthing, has brought us to this really profound depth of saying yes to who we are. And not only is it exciting and a celebratory experience, it's also one that is happening whether you're conscious of it or not. And I have to stop 1 second and say, I have 3 cameras in front of me. Which one am I supposed to look at?
The top one there.
Sorry. I don't know where I'm looking. We're as we
looking at
my nose. Can we?
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
You want me to raise the camera?
No, yeah, or lower it a little.
I can do that.
Know.
But before I do, I just want to remind you, one of
these cameras.
One of the things we wanted to do today is to take your questions, not just soul readings, but is there a
Which
topic?
Of course we'll do too.
Or a curiosity you have about self-ascension, anything you want. So yeah, I'll adjust the camera a little bit.
So while Shri's adjusting the camera, I wanna confess. Okay, so what you guys don't know is that all of these beautiful beings that are right here in front of me, sitting in our beautiful, gorgeous living room. I wish we could do like a pan of the camera, you know, with all of you sitting there. They were all hiding the fact that I literally ran in with about 1 breath before we went on the air. Okay, that's too high, sweetheart.
Let me know when you like it.
Good, stop. And then it's like.
Yeah, we'll tilt it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll wait till Shri tilts the camera. Then you get to see more of this amazing living room right there. That I think we're good, honey. Yeah, but tilt it down. That's what I'm trying. Yeah, better. There we are. We did it. Okay. Thank you guys. I really am sorry for that, but it was really important to me to continue the show that way. And look, that is the first beautiful Krishna Shri and I purchased when we were in India the very first time together. In that little alley in New Delhi. I'll never forget that. That was trip for me was all Krishna. That's when we went to Dwarka. Yeah,
I think some of the most fun that all of us have when we're buying sacred objects is the story that goes with it. How did it call you? What was the accident that happened that this object came into your life? And I know for Krishna here, we didn't even see him. We were sitting in a store and
teeny tiny little store.
And the helper of the store, after we were looking forward, having a cup of tea, talking to the proprietor, the helper walked by our backs, and the chills went up our spine.
Like you could feel the energy before you even knew it. And that happened with the Nitaraj that's also up in our Fountain of Creation. Yeah, same place. So anyway, we thought that it would be appropriate to have Krishna, this very first one. And then those 3 Tonkas you see there, those are originals. They are very old. They are antiques. And we bought those in Dharamshala, where His Holiness the Dalai Lama resides. And so we were very grateful to be there. And it felt right today to really come to you from this space. And as we are coming together right now, I want to share why I was running in late. And when I ran in late, I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not. So here's why I'm not. And by the way, those of you that did not get those phone numbers, Shri, what was our 800 number again?
What is it? 888-61
I normally have my
other.
iPad open.
I think it's
After
in
all
the
these
show
years,
description.
you think we would know our own 800
yeah, we
number.
should know, but
hold on. If I open up my iPad,
look in the show description at YouTube. You'll find it.
Yeah, no, that's a terrible. 517-208-1500 is where you can get into
that's the One
Talk
Talk Radio. 517-208-1500.
Off the top of my head. And here we are, 800-888-627-6008. There
That's
it is. All right, 888-627-6008.
And feel free to give a call, and we will address almost anything you want to talk about.
Absolutely. And as we do, this is what I want to open the show with, because it was almost, Shri, a call to share let me share with you guys why. This week in September, now Shri, can we go to, let's go to the Ascended Numerology for a minute. Can you put that up on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So remember that this week in September, we're in the middle of this soul sourcing energy. Actually, let's put up the calendar first. Sorry, my fault. Let's go back. Not bad.
My buffer was
Yeah.
ahead of you.
That one right there. Okay, the reason we want to look at the September 2020 calendar is as you're gazing at it right now, what you're seeing is that here we are on Sunday the 20th. We are literally outside the spiral. Meaning it's that moment, the only way I can describe this in density is that it's that moment where you're in that plane and you just went through the atmosphere for the first time and you've caught a glimpse of limitless space. And you're so taken aback that you forget there's things you still need to do to keep that beautiful ship afloat. And this is what happens with so many people when they touch their mastery, is that they see it and they've popped open to it. And then they start falling backwards. And because it's an implosion, they don't see that that vast universal view starts becoming smaller and smaller and smaller because they themselves are becoming denser, denser, and denser. And that's the dance that we're all in right now. And in this moment, right now, this day in September, as you see right on the calendar right here, in a month of profound shift. Profound shift. Remember, this is the anchor point in the energy flows, is it not? This is that January, February coming back into right now moment. And so as that is happening right now, what was your dream in January? Because you have just popped out on this day, but we're going to start the spiral back tonight. It's already starting. And the reason it's so profound is because remember that on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, the 23rd, the Mercury retrograde pre-phase begins. We are 3 days away from the pre-phase, and how many of you think you're already in the Mercury retrograde itself?
There's been some re energy.
How about it? How about that vast intensity? Honey Bunny, can we go back to live?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. How about that vast intensity? I mean, that vast intensity that's trying to get everything inside of you right now to just scream and yell. How about the vast need to justify, the vast need to be right, the vast need to move forward, the vast need to own that which we have always been because it is the only thing that you know that makes you feel safe. And so I want to welcome you to my quote unquote coming out party. And the reason I'm calling it that is because I feel very honored that we are all at that moment of mastery. That is either be the real thing or just shut up. And forgive me, but you guys know me, I'm the real deal. If you hear it from me, you know it. It's just, I'm nakedly authentic, like it or not. And the reason that I have come out this forcefully right now is because I have held back for 18 years this aspect of my divine presence. And because it had this fermentation period, this blessing, this growth, this expansion, this no matter what they throw at me, I won't stop. Many of you know that my beloved guru is Gandhi, and that Gandhi is the epitome when we go beyond the myth to the man. Go beyond the myth to the man. And then next to Gandhi, of course, is my beloved Paramahansa Yogananda. And the greatest lesson in my life and my journey was when I first woke up, and I was very active SRF member, and I was basically kicked out because of what was going on with me. And it was a really wonderful gift. It was fabulous because I didn't lose Yogananda that day. I gained Yogananda that day. And in that day, I realized that I was much more Yukteswar than I ever was Yogananda. And then I realized that we all move through it all, do we not? And so in the recognition of the all, we allow ourselves to say yes to that which we are. And then we hit those walls of opportunity called the ego. And we hit them over and over and over again until one day an angel reaches down into your heart after you have met your beloved and said yes. And this incredible Archangel Zadkiel comes through and says, you know what? You are at a moment of sacred union. You are at a moment where all needs will be met, where all beings will get their needs met. You are at a time that is unlike any other time. And because you have said yes, are you willing to once more anchor the yoga of self-ascension on the planet? And, you know, there's a lot we've never put in our books. And that yes has become a steady yes with basically every breath, I think, over the past 18 years.
To be able, and I think many of you can relate to this, to be able to live a conscious spiritual life while still engaging a quote-unquote normal life and form is indeed challenging. It takes commitment, and
it takes everything you have.
And there are often distractions. There are often...
No, there are always distractions. It's hot in here, don't you think? I'm going to take off my coat. There are some distractions. Give me a break.
And so the one thing that Zadkiel brought through so clearly for us is that wonderful phrase, if it does not bring you joy, then why are you doing it? And that applies to the densest of the dense and the most ascended of the ascended.
Right?
Joy is the frequency that permeates every level of consciousness and every distraction. If we can follow the joy, it's like a homing beacon going, come back to your soul. Your soul has bliss to offer you. And so the joy is the portal to the truth.
Okay, so I've got to go back to why is this relevant for this week? You know, other than today's my birthday and I am really getting the messages. Hey, thank you. You know, the woo is a celebration of you. And that's really what we're here for today. Because I am only here because you are. And it's so obvious and so clear and so magical to own. And so just really, this is your day. And this is why I was late today. And why, with the soul sourcing and all the energy that's in here right now, we are in a magical moment, are we not? So many of you know, I was telling you the story about what happened through my SRF experience and Yogananda and all of that. Well, what was interesting was, probably because of my love with Yogananda, that's what brought me to Krishna. And for many years, it was Krishna everything for me. It was right. I mean, my poor husband was just like, Krishna. You know, we had
lots
everywhere.
Of
we had
prints.
much Krishna everywhere. And, you know, and we still do. And I mean, that's a Leela that never ends, right?
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of joy in Hare Krishna.
Oh, God, yes. And so then, and great food. And then what happened was that Shiva started entering our lives in a conscious way. Yeah. But in a way that was really fascinating because in our journey had been there the whole time. It was part of our own journey. This is the celebration, and I really feel that today's my physical birthday, which is 9/20/2020, which is the 6 plus the triple infinite, in harmony, in harmony with the year of perfect balance, and the double infinite brings me to a 5-digit infinite, which is, I've never seen it in ascended numerology. And so I'm very aware that what's happening on this show today with all of you that chose to be here and all of you that are connected with us in whatever way you are, I am aware that we are one. And that because of you, I am. And a lot has been happening here at Tosa Blue Mountain over the past few days, so much so that Bria Rose couldn't even be here live right now. And there has been what has felt like a propulsion of a tantrum energy. That's how dare you still be alive? How dare the Yoga of Self-Ascension still be out there? And, you know, Shri and I have gone through several death attempts on us. We have both physically died, sadly, many times, or well done many times. We're good, thank you.
Practice that.
Done, over. That's why we're doing the reverse aging thing now. I'm like, okay, well, if we've done that 3 times, then let's do this 3 times. Why not, right? So without going into that conversation, there's been a lot of energy happening here, so much so that I have remained very much in the